now it's time for the evening session of day 2. Now the evening session of day 2 was interesting because they didn't mix up the teams, but they mixed up some of the positions. I stayed at striker. I was happy with that, so it wasn't too different for me. But I stayed at striker. I played well. My team won. It wasn't too wild. And then the second game of the evening, the coach tried me at center back, and I was like, bro, I have like 6 goals in 3 games, and I'm about to play center back. So I was like, oh, okay, this thing ridiculous. But nevertheless, I had to play center back. I looked at my dad when I was like going to my position, and I was like, bro, Dad, I can't do this. Like I can't do this. I can't do this. So I played center back, and it was against this fast kid. Yo, this kid was fast, bro. He is much faster than me. But I play center back. I do really well. So I go back to the hotel and just talk to my dad. Someone talk to my mom. They both give me encouragement on, my performances because I'm starting to play really well. I've had 3 very, very good sessions in a row, and they were just happy for me that I'm actually playing how I'm supposed to play. But little did they know what was going to come of day 3. Day 3 morning session comes. The morning session is just like normal. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. It's a pretty light day. It's a 3rd day, so they don't want to tire us out, because in the evening session of this evening session into the next day's evening session, the next day's morning session, we're just going to be games, straight games, nothing else. So the morning session for day 3 was pretty simple, and I didn't really have any problem. We were all just getting warmed up for the night, because they kept big up in the night. They're like, yo, this is the night game. These are going to be 90 minutes instead of just like 60-minute games or 45-minute games, and it was just time to perform. So the night game comes, and I played striker, I played center back, and I was like, you know what? They probably just gonna put me at one of those 2 positions, and I'm gonna have no problem. Boy, was I wrong. So they decided to play me at center defensive mid. This is the very first time in my life that I'm playing center defensive mid. Mind you, I've never played here. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm playing against some of the best players in the country, and this is my first time. So, like I said, this is the story of my worst game ever. Now, I'm gonna try to walk you guys through each part of the game, because I remember it pretty well, because I play like trash. So kickoff starts, and I just do what I know what to do as a soccer player: pass the ball. I pass the ball, nothing too crazy. And problem I had with playing this game, I ran up to play striker.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
I ran up to go and score a goal from center defensive mid. I sprinted to go score.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Because I just didn't understand the positioning at all. I was just assuming like, yo, we're attacking, let me help attack. Simple, like, it makes sense.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
If my team's attack, I should probably go help them attack. And that's what I did. And then we left a huge, I left a huge gap in the middle. And the other team went and scored because nobody's in the middle. And you know what the worst thing about that happening is? Is when everybody says, yo, who's in the middle? I'm just like, yo, who's in the middle? Who's supposed to be in the middle? Someone go get that man. He need to be in the middle. And then I realized I'm supposed to be in the middle. And I was like, oh. So I sprinted all the way back. We still got scored on. I was too late. And yeah, that's goal number 1 that my team got scored against. So I look at my dad, and he gave me that look that he was gonna kill me. That's typically how it was. So he just gave me that look, and I was like, oh shoot, I really messed up now. So, you would think a normal kid, would learn from his mistakes and not do that again. So, and you're right, kinda. So my team goes up to attack, and because of what just happened then, oh man, I stayed like all the way back when my team went to attack, and oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was doing. So I was pretty much between the center backs, and that's not where I was supposed to be. So I'm sure you guys can guess what happened next, but we didn't score. We didn't score, and the attacking midfielder in the middle again got the ball. And when they got the ball, I figured, all right, let me step to him. So I stepped to him. They passed it right around me. They went towards the goal, and they got fouled at the top of the box. So I was like, all right, I'm chilling. They got fouled. I still made a mistake, but they didn't score from it. Yeah, they scored from it.
Got him! Got him!
They scored a free kick off of my being late to press the ball. They scored a free kick off of it, and we were down 2-0. And both goals were my fault. So that happens, and I was just in shock. And before you know it, we were down 3-0. I don't even know how they scored the third goal. I just know I played terrible. I don't even know if I connected 2 passes that whole game. I think every pass I just messed up. Oh, I know what happened on the third goal. So I was playing bad, and when you play bad, you just want to keep it simple, like really simple, like side-to-side passes, back passes, nothing too crazy. You just want to keep it simple. So I kept it a little bit too simple, and I played a square ball. They intercepted it, took it down the line, crossed it in, and scored. And that's how the third goal came. And that was the worst game I've actually. There's 3 games that could possibly be the worst, but that was the first worst game I ever played. That was the original. That's the OG worst game I ever played. So yeah, I played that horrendous game. 3 goals, all my fault. Like, even I know that. I didn't know what I was doing. I was a little kid, first time playing in the midfield. I got dogged. They killed me. Like, I don't even know what was going on, and I don't know why the coaches put me there, but they did, and it was a terrible decision because that was my first time playing there, and I don't know if they wanted me to fail, but I shouldn't have been there. I really shouldn't have been playing center midfielder. So I get back to the hotel, and I was scared out of my mind to call my dad. Like, you have no idea.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But, my dad called me. I didn't call him. He called me. And God, oh, jeez. The amount of yelling and anger and frustration. But man, that guy, that conversation demoralized me.
Oh my God.
It really demoralized me. He just said, he's like, so how do you think you played? Knowing that I played terrible. I was like, I played really bad. All the goals were my fault and things like that. And the man snapped. He's like, you do this every time. Every time I take you to a trial, you always play well, and then you play terrible. You're going to make me stop taking you to these things. I'm going to stop funding you to go to these trials. You're going to have to do this on your own because I can't keep doing this. I can't keep paying and traveling all this time for you to go to these trials and not make the team because the way you played, you're not going to make this team. You're going to do the same thing you did in ODP. It's going to be just like Alabama, and you're not going to make this team. So get it together or I'm not doing this again. And he hung up. And I definitely shed a couple tears. I was like, oh my gosh, my soccer career is over. And it didn't even start yet. So, in the evening, after all that, They just send out the paper, like they put the paper under your door telling you what time your game is and what team you'll be on for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the last day. It's just one session. You play one game and that's it. That's it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I really might have messed this up and my dad's going to kill me. So I'm thinking like, yo, there's no way they can play me center midfield again. I played terrible. Like, there's no possible way I played terrible. Just put me back at striker or center back at this rate because I played terrible. And the game starts, or the lineups come out, and I'm playing center midfield again.
Oh my God! No!
And I'm just like, God, come on, man. Bro, what are you doing? Like, how are you gonna put me at the center midfield again? I just let in 3 goals. Like, you saw me. I was trash. Get me off the pitch, please. So, I played center midfield again.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
And I bounced back. Yep, your man bounced back. I played the best game when I was 13.
Oh yeah!
And my dad knew it, I knew it, and the coaches knew it. Even after the game, the coach told me, like, yo, what happened? How'd you switch so quickly? And I was like, honestly, I don't know how I did it. I was just so terrified of my father yelling at me again, and my mom, bro, if my mom found out that I fumbled again, man, she'd have my head. Bro, she would have chewed me out if she found out I fumbled again. If I did the exact same thing and didn't make the team, bro, she would have chewed me out. So I played well. I think I got 2 assists that game. It was a great day. That's really it. Luckily, it, like, all that reversed itself. But man, was that worst game ever? Was actually terrible. I don't know if the other 2 games I played in my career were as bad as that, but man, bro, nothing is worse as a center midfielder than giving up the ball and them scoring. Like, nothing's worse. I promise you, nothing as bad. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I hope it was beneficial to you to see how, the trial had the ups and downs and things like that. So stay tuned for the next video, you guys, and be easy.